Let's start off by seeing what she needs. Oh, Noah. I do hope you're alright. She has never left my letters unanswered for so long before. I didn't know what else to do with myself, so I came here. I do hope that nothing is the matter. Keeping up with the wind hands. Noah and I happened to become acquainted when I summered in this town once. We spoke of everything and nothing. It was all nonsense, really, but she listened to every word. When the time came for me to return to my own lands, she begged me to write to her, and we have exchanged letters ever since. Yet recently I have no replies from her. Could be that something's happened to her. No. Okay. Noah. Who's Noah? So what's this? Oh my god. I have to go outside. And somewhere out here I'll find what I need to know. Where are you? I'm hoping Ambassador, here are you? If that's the case, I'll just leave your things as you go. Can't pass through these mountains without giving up your belongings. I'm afraid that's just the way things are. Was that? You're looking for a letter? Sure, we've probably seized more than a few in our time. But I don't see any reason to hand the thing over to you, not unless you think you can make me. Ah. Let me just steal these from you first. Let me scrutinize you too. You tell me nothing. Cool. Let's beat the crap out of him now. Oh shoot, did I heal? Ooh, level ups. Letter from Noah. There we go. Damn it all, you'll rule this day. Letter from Noah. So Noah's letters did not reach me because those mountain bandits had robbed the mail carrier. Oh, what a weight off my heart. I'm so glad that nothing had happened to Noah herself. And there she is, actually. Cordelia! Noah! Cordelia, what in the world are you doing here? So my letters were stolen by bandits and never reached you. Well, though I'm sorry to have caused you such distress, I'm glad you're here. Now you must tell me what happens next in the story of the princess and the noble thief. She's telling her the story of her and Therion. No, please, don't mention such an embarrassing thing in front of the others. What do you have to be so embarrassed about? I think it's a wonderful story. It's so romantic. Cordelia writes the most wonderful stories. She sends them to me in installments. No, it's Noah's travel narratives that are truly amazing. Writing about their stories. Oh no, these are just my imaginings of what it might be like to travel the world someday. I wouldn't want anyone else to read them but you, Cordelia. The thought is mortifying. Anyone should be delighted to read them. I'm always so moved when I read your tales of thrilling adventure and new discovery during a grand journey around the world. Thank you, Cordelia. You will keep writing me still, won't you? Of course. Oh, adorable. Yay! From the story and experience she describes. She writes for the stage. I'm sure she could pen the sort of play that would delight audiences. I won't ask you just yet, but perhaps one day I'll put the idea to her. Ooh, she actually has stuff to scrutinize and steal.
No.
Steal. Just to ruin a seed. Here's one. I hope you're chronicling your days. A diary is the record of all you hold in your heart, you know? I've been keeping my diaries without fail for 70 years. I've got enough volumes to fill a whole library by now. But I don't have much to write about these days, of course. Is there anything for an old man to experience so thrilling that it demands to be recorded in a diary? Don't I have something? Didn't I find something? Because I found something about hearing writer's block, but I guess that's not it. Wait. Oh, I have to find multiple items. Okay. Where did you come from? Seriously, where did you come from?
Huh? No.
You weren't here before. Gosh darn it. There it is. There it is. Astonishing object, incredible island, item, marvelous memento. Oh. What is this you have there? Could I have a closer look? Whoa! What the heck was that? I never dreamed such a thing could exist. I cannot believe this. I feel like I just discovered a whole new world of possibilities. I've got to put this down in my diary at once. The words practically write themselves. I can hardly stop myself. It's been years since I felt so inspired. Ah, what joy. Whew. Now that's proper diary entry. Thank you for this. Of course, you featured in my writings as well. Don't forget to keep up with your own diary, you hear? Life is long and full of many challenges. Your heart and mind will change along the way. If things get tough, try opening up your old diaries and taking a little trip down memory lane. When you are feeling lost, remembering who you were before will help you understand who you need to be now. Until we meet again then. Cool. Where are you again? Woman from Huargosa? I come from a land so far south of here that you will not find it on any map. I haven't been back there in a dozen years or more. I have no interest in going back by now either. Yet, the one thing I do miss is the sweet smell of the quatrate blooms that grow there. I don't remember where I got this thing, but whatever. Is that a quatrate flower? Ah, the smell. It transforms me back to my homeland in an instant. When I left my land, my parents gave me quatrate flowers. They told me that I should be the hardy quatrate, that no matter how difficult things became, I would grow strong and bloom beautifully. I've not thought of that day for a very long time now. Thank you. Perhaps I should work a bit harder, and save enough to go back home to my parents. I could build them a fine house surrounded by fields of quatrate. As long as we can smell the quatrate, we won't ever miss one another. Oh. Who are you? Oh hey, LeMan! Ah, you again! The friend of my heart! It is I, the great adventurer, LeMan! Surely you know me by now, though. I'm finally about to embark on my voyage to uncover a new land. But I've been quite stemmed by some villainous brigands, and now I find myself unable to reach a ship to embark on. What's that? You say my legs are trembling? Only trembling with anticipation of the justice I am about to mete out. Liar. I do hate to ask, but do you think maybe you could defeat the brigands for me? Is it these guys? Please tell me it's these guys.
No.
Lord Thug. I hope it's this guy.
So.
When did I kill the other two? You think you can mess with us? This is the last you've seen of me. And there he goes. Oh, friend of my heart, you defeated that villain for me? Now I will at last set sail into the unknown. Thank you. I've been saved by you over and over. Let me ask, do you have a dream of your own? I've always dreamed of being an adventurer, as long as I can remember. Like the great adventurer Dupin, he welcomed any challenge that came his way. He crossed the seas alone and discovered completely unknown lands. Many adventurers tried to follow in his footsteps and set out to sea, never to return again. I myself am one of those who wish nothing more than to be just like Dupin. My entire body trembles with sheer excitement. I shall take this ship across the sea and discover a land that none other ever has. This is even your ship. And perhaps I will find myself in need of the help from time to time as well. My name is Laban, and I set forth to tread the lands no one has ever tased. Fare thee well. Fare thee well, friend of my heart. Got distracted. Bye. Adventurer's hat. Ooh. And now he stands here. Do what you want. You beat me once, I'm not looking for a second helping.
Oh!
Oh, hey, Thrasio. You're the one who always comes to save me. Yes, I'm still on my journey to spread education in many lands as I am able to. I came to this town to teach here as well, but I can't seem to connect well with the children here. They do not open up to me, no matter how I try. Not one has shown up to my lessons when I hold them. I feel so useless. Perhaps I've been fooling myself all this time, thinking that I was making a difference. I just wanted to be like you, Professor Bastet. And that's your hint to go see her, who I found out is in, Clearbrook. Hold on, let me scrutinize her first.
Huh? Not.
You have anything cool? Not really, but it's stuff. Hey, guide! Wisdom of the Church? Ooh, I'm kinda curious as to what that does, but it's fine. There we go. What's wrong? Why did your head hang so low? It cannot be. Professor Bastet? Is it truly you? It's been a long time, my boy. How are you, young Thrasio? It's hard to believe that scruffy troublemaker grew into such a fine man. Professor Bastet taught me for free when I was a poor child with nothing. She is the reason I went into teaching myself. She was all I ever had to look up to. She's the only one who inspired me to think that this could ever become a world where even the poorest children would have the chance to learn. My, you have truly become a great man. Yet the children, they won't listen to me. No matter how much energy I pour into my lessons, they do not seem moved. But all I'm trying to do is teach them. All I'm trying to make them remember is true knowledge. I don't know what to do any longer. Young Thrasio, perhaps I am mistaken, but are you trying to force the children to learn? What? If you apply force, you'll be met with resistance. This is human nature. Classes are a time for both students and teachers to learn. To learn together. I learned from you when you were just a young thing. What you taught me, with the eyes sparkling brightly at the thought of learning, was how important it was to be honest with oneself. Professor, be open to what your pupils can teach you, and you may find that they are open to what you can teach them. Oh. Thank you, Professor, for yet another valuable lesson. I'm glad to see that you are earnest as you ever were, my lad. This is the end of my journey, at least for a time. I will stay here until I can make a go for things with the children in this village. I have to learn all that I can from the children here. Thank you for everything you've done for me until now. Yay! Teacher's hat. What are you two doing? Are those cards? That's right, we're about to play a game. You should join us, Ophelia. That sounds like fun, but I have no idea how to play. Not to worry, we can explain the rules to you. It'll be a nice little break for us all. Well, if you are offering, how can I refuse? And that's how it started. What we thought would be a nice little break turned into something that we never expected. Aho, the 8 of swords, and three of them no less. A promising hand. 'Tis easy to know a Teresa's hand, for she shows her delight and dismay plainly in her face. The problem is, what does Ophelia have? Her constant smile makes her impossible to read. She must have a tell, but I've yet to find it. Well, I have 2 pairs, 3 of swords and 5 of cups. I have 3 of a kind, the 8 of swords. I've got 4 of the same, 6 of staves, right? Unbelievable, Ophelia wins again! a deft player, to be sure. How do you do it, Ophelia? I just let the flame guide me. I see. You eschew? You eschew greed and let nature take its course. Let nature take its course? What kind of strategy is that? We all have the choice. Fight for what you desire, or let chips fall where they may. So she's literally just going with the flow and winning. That is wonderful. Who are you? Slender Farmer. It's a disgrace. That is what it is. He's raising the price to use the mills again. It's not like I've got any choice. I can't mill my wheat without a windmill. So what am I supposed to do? Oh. Okay, let me just do this first.
Huh?
You didn't really have much. Cool.
Yeah.
Who are you? You have a name. Board of Noble Court to revolve. Oh, okay.
Naru.
Oh, wow. I will do this later. Oh, here he is. And then we just need to beat him up.
So.
I'm sorry, it's just that I've got a tab to pay at the tavern, you see, and You seriously have a tab? My goodness. But I only raised the prices a bit. Well, perhaps it was more than a bit. Fine, I'll return the fee to the mill back to the old price. Will that satisfy you? I thought I could keep living the lifestyle as I was accustomed to if I just charged a bit more for the mills. But I don't want to get involved in some sort of scuffle over this awful backwater. Huh? Nothing. Never mind me. I'll do better from now on, don't worry. Don't you worry. Like this dude.
Oh.
We meet again. My friend, it is I, Sir Miles of the Knights Ardente. I have been newly posted to this town in my service to the faith, and I have heard rumors. Rumors that a sword once belonging to my father remains still in this town. I hope I will be able to make at least glimpse it before I might be sent back to my next mission. And I already have the sword. This is my father's sword. Such heavy steel. Just holding it, there's no doubting its strength. You there, where did you get that sword? This sword belongs to my father once. And you are? I was saved of the man who wielded that sword. So you are the son of that great hero. You knew my father? Oh, aye. He saved my entire village long ago, when we were set upon by wild beasts. We had no one to help us, none but a traveling knight of the Knights Ardente, who happened to be coming through our village. The village leaders begged that he might see us to safety. And that fine knight agreed at once, not a soul perished. But he did not consider his duty done then, he even entrusted his sword to the village. He instructed us to sell the fine steel and use the money to buy food and seeds. By the laws of the Knights Ardente, a knight must never abandon his duty under any circumstance, and throwing aside one's sword, no matter how worthy the cause, is considered desertion of the cause. That is what I heard, and still that great man, he accepted such dishonor without hesitation, to aid perfect strangers such as ourselves. I set out to learn the sword myself because of your father. He is what made me into the man I am today. I was never able to rise to the heights of the Knights Ardente, but I am able to keep clothes on my back at least, living as a hired sword. So that is the truth of it. My father saved the village, and for that he was stripped of his cloak and his knighthood, and declared a deserter. He was every inch the great and honorable man I knew him to be. When a knight enters the Knights of Dante, he swears an oath. To protect those who seek the warmth and comfort of the sacred flame, brought down by Elfric himself. That oath has not changed since the very first Knights Ardente said the words over the sword he received from the gods himself. I swear my oath upon the sword of my father, to be the knight of honor like my father. Thank you, sir. At least I know the true measure of my father. Words cannot express my gratitude, but they are all I have to offer. Are you sure about that? Thank you. Ardente attire.
Huh? Nah.
Anything? Just grapes. Cool. That's fine. I can use some extra grapes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I stole from them. Who are you again?
ごきげんよう。
Byron the Noble. My house, the great house of Byron, has a noble lineage. Not that many would know of it now that it looks now to look at us, how far we have fallen. I even had to part with the precious ring that was our family's heirloom. It seems our great house will truly end with me. Interesting. I'll give him the ring. That ring you have there, that's my family's ring. I had no choice but to give it up, such dire straits I had found myself in. But it has lost none of its brilliance for leaving my family. Though doubtless it seems many hands since leaving my own, many hardships as well. This ring tells me all I need to know. I must be the same. It cannot shine for the less for misfortunes. I cannot let my current situations diminish what I am. It does not matter how little I have now. I am still the heir to the great house Byron. Thank you. I will strive to live exhibiting the same unflagging beauty as the heirloom of my house. I cannot be spending all my time lamenting my fate. There is so much that I have to do. Okay, so that's one of those ones where you can actually, there's multiple ways to handle it. You can either bring him the knowledge of his house, or bring him the ring. Cool. What do you want?
それで
Could I ask you to perhaps assist me with my research? I would know about the great dragons found in the Frostlands, the Clifflands, and the Highlands. I would be greatly obliged if you could do this for me. Really, I would. Oh, I already have it. You truly did it. You were able to collect tales of the noble dragons for me. Please, you must tell me all you have learned. Amazing! The dragon of the Clifflands brought down by a single man. And that man took the dragon with no more than his bow and his loyal wolf companion. Wait. It may be that man was one of those beast tamers of the Darkwood. How utterly fascinating. I suppose next would be the dragon with frostlands, no? A dragon that lives deep in the forest, where rare herbs flourish, which is the ones we fought with Hanit. It is true that the forest would probably provide a good source of foodstuffs, even in the heavy snows of the frostlands. Perhaps it even chose to live in such a place so that it might prey on the animals that come to seek those herbs. Finally, the dragon of the highlands. A dragon said to be capable of human speech. Did we meet that one? It is like something out of a fairy tale, isn't it? Yet there are legends of dragon eggs being hatched by men, and young within raised by humans. And of course, there are the legends that claim the dragons was lived among the gods and were able to use magic. But they earned themselves the wrath of the gods, and the gods left them little more than dumb beasts, or so the tale goes. Such stories have long persisted, but perhaps that is because there is some truth to them. I thank you. You have gathered a wealth of invaluable information for me. Dragons are rare in our modern world. We should at least try to record all that we can about them in case they disappear entirely. The legends and anecdotes that you have collected for me will be a great aid in drafting my book. Thank you very much. I find my hand itching for a quill. I cannot wait to get started writing at once. Cool. Dragon scarf. Interesting. Oh hey, it's Ogun.
いいだろ
Nice to see you through. If that fever comes back, though, take this twice a day till it subsides. Thank you so much. We're so lucky to have a skilled apothecary pass through our village.
う。礼には及ばん。
No need for thanks. It is my job. My job is all. Sir, if I might ask, was I ever your patient before?
さて、
Not that I remember, but I move about a lot. I feel like I met you before, long, long ago. Could be. Like I said, I move about a lot. I did stay in this village for a time, earning my keep as an apothecary. But when I lost my wife, I left this place. I was on the road for a long time after that. After all these years, though, I guess the fancy just struck me and I thought I'd stop by, see the old place. I'm glad to hear it. I hope you'll stay with us for this time. Forever. This is interesting. There's like a huge cutscene.
メリッサ。
Soon, it will be the anniversary of the day I lost you. Is that why my feet brought me back here? Not like I've got any right to face you again, even if I could. Ogun's epilogue. Oh my god, I just realized. There is a gravestone over here. Is this his gravestone? Oh my god, it is.
メリッサ。
I have to find flowers? Mind me always? Where would they grow, though? It's in Victor's Hollow? The heck? Nope, you're not new. You're new.
やったね。
Here we go. Look, it's fine. Mind me always. I just found this one bloom high up in the mountains. Hey, come on, at least be a little impressed.
は？な。
I like to scrutinize everyone. Mind me always. Thank you.
「なんと
This is a mind me always. My wife loved these best of all. Thank you.
メリッサ。
The home at last. Remember how much you loved Mind Me Always blossoms? I thrust a handful of these at you when I proposed to you, standing in that field outside the village. You took them, and your smile was brighter than the sun. Not a day has ever passed when I didn't think of you. For I've been wandering all this time, looking for a reason to keep on living. And I think I finally found it. I'm gonna keep on helping people as an apothecary for a little while yet. So I won't be coming to join you as soon as I thought I might. I hope you'll watch over me, and wait for me to come to you. One more thing. There's something I'd like to introduce you to someday. I hope you won't mind if I bring him by here. He's the one who reminded me that it really means to be an apothecary. I should have been Alpha for this.
実は
Obliging merchant. Some down-on-his-luck mercenary has taken to raiding the nearby ruins. He badgers me with worthless trinkets he finds there, claiming they're valuable artifacts. When I try to shoo him off, he turns most belligerent. I do wish someone would do something about him. Let's see, fearful mother. My son has brought a tiger cub back from the woods. Oh, it's sweet and adorable now, but what about when it grows up? Tigers are meat eaters, aren't they? And they're ferocious too, I'm led to believe. Oh, what to do, I ask myself. How to train a tiger. Hmm? You say you can teach us how to train a tiger to be docile and not dangerous in the least? Oh, it would have been awesome to have it in the lead. Well, I suppose we could manage that. You will look after him properly, won't you, dear? With all my heart, every day and every evening. Promise. I have no idea what he said there. If you can keep your word, you can keep that cub. Hooray! Thank you, Mom. Except, it's too large a task for one child to undertake. If we were to keep him, everyone in the family must do their part. Being responsible for one another is no small matter. Thank you for your advice. I'm sure that together we shall succeed. Simple enough. That's Beasley's scarf. Meow. Alright. Who's this guy?
Oh.
Ashlyn. Alright. Well met. Remember me? You gifted me the sword Snakesbane. My father came to this place, that much I know. The people here tell me ancient ruins stand outside of town. I have little hope of reaching them alone, but with your help... Oh. I have to go out into the caves again. I'll pass. I will do cave stuff later.